Right, I'm back. Can you hear me? I'm getting yeses. Right. Okay, fab. I don't know what happened. My phone just locked on portrait and it wouldn't let me change it round no matter what I did. So let me just go back and catch up with everybody. Hi, Lisa, Nancy, Caroline, Katrina, Rose. Jacqueline saying quiet but yes. Paul, yes. Ms. Ronnie, hello again from Michigan. Hi, you can hear me, fab. Judy, are you there? No sound. Right. Can you hear me now, everybody? Okay, so now you're all saying yes. Yes, now I can hear yes, yes, yes. Yes, sort of low. Okay. Yes. Hi, Judy. Fine. So everybody seems to be able to hear me okay now. Right, okay. So I was going to show you the, what's it called? The foiling kit. And I've made a couple of cards with it, but in the foiling kit you only get literally two pieces of foil, one piece of silver, one piece of gold, and I've used all the foil. And I think I mentioned it the other day that I've ordered some more and it's not arrived. So instead I'm going to do, or just show you the rhinestone kit. So if you've got an SDX machine, you will have a small rhinestone kit. And this rhinestone kit can only be used with the, I think it's 5 designs that's actually in the SDX machine. If you've got the big foil kit that comes in the big pinky red box, with this particular kit you get an activation card, and that gives you, I think it's 30, it's either 35 or 38 designs in canvas, and it gives you an alphabet set, so uppercase, lowercase, numbers and an ampersand. That's if you've got this. So I'm going to show you how to cut something using the small kit first from a design that's in the machine, and then I'll show you just something that I've brought over from canvas and cut it. So how many of you have got the rhinestone kit? Linda's saying, Ashley, we're not getting you on computer. Maybe go out and come back in, because I had to close the stream and start again. So there's a later stream. Try that. Or if somebody could type the message to Linda and tell her in case she can't hear me. So Judy, you've got the rhinestone kit. Has anybody else got it? Cindy, Lisa saying got both. The other Judy's saying not yet. I just did that and it worked. Okay, so can somebody just type in to Linda, go back out and come back in? Because if it's not working on the computer, she might not be able to hear me. Diane, you've got it. Paula, no, not yet. Okay. So Linda, you can hear me on the phone but not on the computer. I don't know then. Because everything now looks fine for me. I can see your comments on my phone in front of me, and I can see up here on the camera. But I did have to end the stream because it was in the wrong orientation and it wouldn't let me change it. So I came out of it and went back in and started again. So I don't know, maybe refresh, or as I say, go out and come back in. So in the kit that you get with your SDX, you get the little white board, which is what you use after you've cut your template. You get your little brush. You get this little pickup tool with like the rubber end. This is great actually for if you can't get some of the stones in the designs, you can just move, you know, move them about with this. It's not necessarily sticky, but it kind of sticks to the stones, if that makes sense. You get 3 black sheets. These are your actual templates that you cut out of. You get 3 sheets of this clear, what looks like acetate. This is like your transfer paper. So if you cut vinyl and then you use transfer tape, this is the same kind of thing. You get some brief instructions that tell you what's in the kit, and then you get some of the stones. So you get SS20s in clear, and you get, I've written on the back to remind me, and you get SS10s in clear and yellow. And these are what are called hot fix rhinestones. So if you use up the rhinestones in your kit and you're going to look for some more, it's hot fix rhinestones that you need. And basically they're sold by the number. So like I say, these are SS10s and SS20s, but there are like SS8s, SS16s, there's a whole host of numbers. And if you've got the full activation kit, the one that comes in the pink box, which I'll show you in a few minutes, once you've activated that card in Canvas, you can go into a rhinestone project and click on the size of the rhinestone and you'll see all the sizes that Canvas accepts. Okay, so Linda's saying she came out and went back in. So is it working again now, Linda, for you on your computer, or are you still only on your phone? No, it's not working. I don't know why then, I'm sorry. So that's the small kit, as I say, that you can only use with the designs that are in your machine. And then I'll just briefly show you what's in the big kit. It's more or less the same, only bigger. Again, full instructions. Another brush. SS20 rhinestones in clear. SS10 in yellow, SS10 in pink, and obviously bear in mind I've used some of these because I've had this kit a good few years, and SS10s in clear. Again, another little picker-upper. These are some designs I've already cut, so once you've cut them, keep them, because obviously you can use them over and over again. You get another board to put your template on and put your stones into, but obviously this is a 12 by 12 board, so you know, a lot bigger surface area to work with. I can't remember how many template sheets. Let me just have a look, see if it tells me. I can't readily see how many, but it must be a couple at least. And then these are all the transfer sheets. So it's more or less identical, only obviously if you buy the big kit, you get everything in, you know, a larger size. You get more stones, but you get the activation card, which enables you to use the, I'm sure it's 38 designs in Canvas and the alphabet. So you know, it's more versatile. The other thing with once you've got the activation kit, because it's in Canvas Workspace and that's online and on computer, it means that you can actually then create your own designs. So for instance, the Ceru's flower ding that I've been using a lot recently, that flower that's from the letter E, you could turn that into a rhinestone design, or any of your alphabet, any of your fonts that are on your computer, you can make words and turn those into rhinestone designs, but that's only with the full activation kit. So let me just go back and see what people are saying. Maura's saying, I can hear you fine. I will shut down computer and watch on phone. I had to send it to my TV from my tablet. I've just clicked on it at the side and it's there now. Okay. Helen's saying, hi Ashley, I finally remembered to watch live. Oh, well done. Hi Helen. Kimberly, how do we order the full activation kit? If you go to makerssuperstore.com and type in rhinestone, the kit should come up and that will tell you how much it is. I honestly can't remember what the full activation kit is because I've had mine years. I bought mine originally from Create and Craft, but the small kit came free with the SDX machine. Judy Klepp, you don't have to have, hang on, let me see what you're saying. Do you have to have the Disney SDX? Not to use the Rhinestone kit, no, you can use the Rhinestone kit with any model machine. So any of the CMs, the DX and the SDX. But to be able to make the Disney rhinestones with this small kit, this kit comes with the SDX. Oh, there you go. Patty's on it again. She's on Amazon and she's telling you how much it is in US dollars. So, I've got a note here to remind me you need half cut. Can you all shout half cut at me before I start cutting? Because I'll probably forget. So for the first one, I'm just going to use one of the designs that's in the SDX, and I'm using, you know, the kit that came with this machine, so the smaller template sheet. Patty's saying, well, it has 100 patterns. I think that's including the alphabet, Patty, because there's an uppercase, which would be 26 letters, wouldn't it? There's a lowercase, which is another 26, so that's 52. Then there's 10 punctuations, so that's 62. And then I'm sure there's 38 actual designs, so that would be 100, wouldn't it? So that 100 is including the alphabet. Judy's saying, okay, I have the DX225. Well, then you could buy an activation kit, the big one, and you'd be able to use it, Judy. Right, I'm just going to put this kind of fairly near the top of my mat and fairly central for now. I'm going to twizz you around in a minute. Okay, the screen might be a little bit bright. But you will get the idea of what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to load the mat into the machine. Okay, so I've actually got a USB stick plugged into this machine, but I'm not calling off that stick at the moment. All as I'm doing is retrieving the patterns that are in the SDX first of all, and then I'll show you how to retrieve a design that I've taken from Canvas, which is on my USB stick. So I'm just going to go to patterns and I'm going to go into the Disney section. and then you'll see next to the Lightning McQueen icon, which you probably can't see at the moment on the screen, there are 2 rhinestone designs. The second one along is just the crown, and I'm going to go back, and then the first one next to the Lightning McQueen car is like a Mickey head, and in here you've got a Mickey, a Minnie, and the love design. Now I've already done the love design. That was part of the, I think it was out of the box second video I did. And you're not seeing this very well, are you? But you'll see it cutting in a minute. So I'm just going to choose the Mickey Mouse, and it comes in at 2.94 high and 3.34 wide. And you can't alter the size. And I'm going to say OK, OK, and set. I'm going to do a background scan and set the machine to start. Hi Leanne, are you okay? So I'm just going to go into the wrench icon and take the brightness down. And then I'm going to drag the Mickey head onto this piece of black template material that I've got here. I'm going to say OK. Thank you, Moira. I've just read your comment. I'm going to go into select. I'm going to say cut. And then I'm going to go into the wrench icon. Let me just put my light on and see if that takes the glare away. It's not helping, is it? I wonder if it will help if I put... Is that a little bit better? Yes, no, that's better. It does help, yes, okay. So I just need to find the half cut now. So I'm just going to scroll down and come to half cut and put on and say okay. So I've got the head set on my screen. I'm getting that's better now. Is everyone here now from the messed up version? I don't know. I hope so. It's saying this 36, but I don't know. And I'm just going to say start. So I've got the blade in. Right, what you're saying, so I'm still getting, yes, that's helped. Is everyone here now? That's better where it was a second ago. What, up? Let me try it up while it's cutting. See if that makes any difference. So Caroline's saying up and yes. Paul is saying yes. Okay. Getting thumbs up now. Perfect there. Okay, that's fine. Great. So literally what it's doing, it's just cutting all these tiny little circles out, and hopefully it will cut the black, the surface, but it won't cut the yellow, which is on the backing. And that's effectively what we want. And because this is just an outline, there you go, that's finished. So what I'm going to do, where's my spatula? I'm just going to lift a corner before I lift the whole thing off. if I can, and just see if it has cut. I think it has. Yeah. Right, I'm just going to push this back out of the way and unload and take this off the mat. Now you're not going to be able to see this because I can barely see it myself, but you can just vaguely, or I can, see the shape of what I've cut. So I'm just going to, let me turn you back round. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to cut this section out, because then you can use, you know, what's left over another time. So I'm going to lift the corner, and the idea is that you need to rip it away quick, like you do a band-aid. And it's meant to leave the circles behind, but quite a lot of the time it brings them with you. So you may still have to go back. I'm going to have to bring this towards me so I can see, and punch them out or pick them out. It has cut through, it's just that they don't always come away, you know, depending on how quick you rip the template material. And I'm pushing them out towards the front because I've found from past experience, if you push them out this way, they get stuck on the adhesive at the back. So I'm just using this little pokey tool. And this is where you end up with little black bits stuck all over the place. So while I'm just doing this, let me catch up with what you're saying. Rose said, yes, I saw the shape. Just left a message on the other transmission in case anyone's still... Oh, thank you. You're so good, Leanne. Thank you. Right, so I just need to try and get all these out of here. Good job it's not a massive design, is it? Else we'd be here all night. Look, they're all sticking to me now. And if I wasn't doing this in front of you lot, this would have come away clean. Can you see? Let me just see, it's cut, they're just not pulling out. Sorry, they're just not popping out, because I think what I should have done was maybe burnished it down a bit more before I ripped it all off. But look, you get them, these get everywhere. It's just like weeding, you know, when you do your vinyl. It's basically what you're doing, you're weeding all the bits out. So I'm just going to push it down on my desk and try and push them all out quickly. Right, what we all saying? I usually do the second cut just to loosen them. What, you cut it twice? Does that not cut through the paper though if you do that? I need some tweezers, don't I, to pick these up. I can see them all. It's just getting at them because they're sticky. Oh, they're coming out now. Got a bit of a rhythm going now, although I've got them all stuck to my fingers, so. Who's just said they cut twice? Linda's saying I usually do a second cut. Okay. I don't think I've ever tried doing a second cut because I just thought that you'd probably cut through the backing. Right, we're nearly there, I think. So it doesn't, if you do a second cut, it doesn't cut through. Well, maybe I'll do that on the next one and we'll try it and see. And burnish, yeah, I think that's probably what I forgot to do, because I know normally in the past I just literally rip the thing off, and virtually most of them stay on the backing paper. I think we're nearly there with this one now. It's just because they're sticky, they stick all over you. They stick to themselves. Right, what we're saying, and burnish, that was the last thing I've seen. Do a second coat and burnish. Okay. Right, I think I'm there. Just got to get all these little black sticky bits off me. Right, let's have a look. I think it's just two there. Look, see, it's just sticking all over. So basically what you do now, let's get rid of them. You bring in your board. I've got one stuck to my finger. I've just spotted another one now, goodness sake. I think I've got them all now. Okay, so you just put, because this obviously is sticky, put this on your board and press it into place. And where are my stones? See, this is where you need your little brush. Patty, I just use a normal iron when I've ever used them in the past. So you dump all your rhinestones onto the black template, and then you get this little brush, and the idea is you're meant to just kind of swirl it around, and it's supposed to drop the rhinestones into the holes. Now, I'm not so sure if I've used the right size rhinestones, but we'll see. And you literally just brush them around. And some of them fall in upside down, and some of them fall in the right way up, and that's where this comes in handy. And you only need a very light touch with this. You're not kind of scrubbing at it, you're just brushing over it. And then if you see any spaces, just, you know, brush the rhinestones in and then scoop them away. Now I can see that some of them are upside down, so that's where I'm going to use this and try and just turn them over. It is a bit fiddly, this. As I say, it's like when you weed in vinyl. You know, you just have to kind of put the effort in initially. Once you've got these templates, obviously, you know, you save them, and the cutting part then you don't have to do the next time. So let me just get some of these out of the way. You can see that one's upside down. So if you kind of flick on them, you can get them to turn over and then push them back in. I just want to make sure that, see, they kind of stick to the end, although it's not really sticky, if that makes sense. But it just enables you to pick them up and, you know, move them about. So I think we just need a couple of these turning over. What I might do is just pick up another one, put that one in there, and then move that one out of the way, rather than trying to turn them over. I'll just move them out of the way and get another one that's the right way up. I've just got to get my head over it just so I can see, so I'll move that one out of the way. So they all look as though they're in the right order now. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to scoop these other ones out of the way. And I've got an old little bowl here. I mean, this is an old Puzzles one from an old Rhinestone Kit, actually. But these, I think you can buy these trays. I think you probably, you know, some of you probably already got them anyway. So I'm just going to scoop all those into the tray out of the way for now. So I don't want to knock it, but can you see? Okay. So now you take a piece of your acetate transfer sheet and you want it as big as your template. So I'm just going to cut it down and obviously keep these because you can use these again. Just going to... Right, let me see what you're all saying. So got beautiful, lovely, nice and they're really sparkly. And then you get your acetate sheet. This side is sticky. And then the easiest way to do this is to bend it in half, but not crease it, and then put it straight down and just let go. If you're hesitant with it, you'll move the rhinestones. And then I just bring in my little brush again and just brush over lightly. And then you pick up the acetate, and the rhinestones should come away with the acetate from the template. Do it slowly, and a tip I would say is hold on to a corner so that if something isn't coming away, at least you can put it back down in the right place because you're holding on to it here. See, there's one there that's not, so I'm just going to burnish over that. Pick it up again slowly. See, that one just doesn't want to be picked up. doesn't want to come, that one, does it? Let me try it this way. I'll use my spatula. Couldn't think what it was called then. Right, so let's see, pick it up. No, it still doesn't want to come, that one. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of that one. Oh, I know why, because there's a bit of glue underneath there. Right, let me put that back. It's stuck to a bit of glue underneath. There you go. Okay, so we've got everything. So I'm just going to put it back on the green sheet in the hope that you can see it. Can you see that? So sparkly. So this is ready now to go onto anything, a garment, a bag, anything. You can leave it on this green sheet until you're ready to use it for as long as you want, because the stones are all stuck to the back of this. And then I'll show you this one. This is the cover I did for the SDX machine, and I made the words in canvas and then did exactly the same process I've just shown you, and then I ironed it on here. Okay. And then this, your black template, these obviously can be used again. So you just peel these up and what have I done with it? Can't find the thing, it came off now. Obviously, anyway, this can go back on its... I threw it away, didn't I? So I'm going to stick this on the back where there's no holes. And you can keep those and use that over and over again. Hi, Ellen. It was in the bin, thank you. And obviously these little black bits get all over the place. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring in a design from canvas. Just moving some of the stuff out of the way. Right, what we're saying, it's in the bin, cool. Bonnie is saying, I have the 650, still haven't figured out how to do my own designs. I can get it to do the designs off the machine, but not one that you want. Right, yeah. Well, basically, Bonnie, you have to do that in Canvas. As long as you've activated the kit in Canvas, then that's how you do it. Maybe that could be a Wednesday night project. If anyone's interested, let me know. Right, I'm just going to go to the home button and delete that one, because obviously that was one of the designs that's in the machine. Now I've got the USB stick in the side of the machine, so I'm going to go to retrieve data, to the USB stick, and I've got a folder called Rhinestones, and in here I've got a couple of designs from Canvas. So I'm going to say OK, and then I've got two designs on this mat. I'm only going to cut one of them. So I'm going to select one and go edit and send to the bin and say OK. And then I've got this other design. So I'm just going to go and see how big it is. So I'm going into Object, Edit, and into the size. It's just under 2 inches square. Now the thing with the rhinestone patterns is once you've made them into a rhinestone pattern, you can't resize them because obviously that affects the size of the hole. So the first thing you have to do when you're making your own designs in Canvas is size whatever it is you're making. So if it's a flower or if it's a letter, whatever it is, you have to size it to the size you want to be, its finished size, before you apply the rhinestone design to it. But this is one of the preset ones. So I'm going to say OK. Bring in this mat. And I'll just use one of the small sheets for now. So I'll just put this on here. Burnish it down. I'll send it to a background scan so I can position it. And then who was it said cut twice? I'll try cutting twice and see what happens. So what am I getting here now, people? Oh, interested in Michelle. Right, okay. So I've got Kimberly saying interested, Cindy, Lisa, Rose, Ellen. Right, okay. Well, maybe we'll do that on Wednesday. So I'll drag the flower and put kind of positioning it up here. I'm going to say, okay, select, cut. We're already on half cut from before. So I'll say start. And then once this is cut, I'll cut it again and we'll see if there's any difference. See if this one cuts better or if it cuts through or whatever. Okay, so is everybody okay with that so far? So for anybody that came in late because of maybe, you know, with me having problems with the stream, are you all okay with the two different rhinestone kits I've got here today? Do you understand why I've got two different kits, or did you not know I've got two different kits? They're the same kit, it's just one's the full activation kit and one's the smaller kit. So is everybody okay with that so far? I'm just going to have a quick drink of my juice. Barbara's saying, no, didn't know that. What did you not know, Barbara? Linda Lee's saying, yes, Wednesday's good. I did not know you had two kits. Missed that. Yeah, okay, Linda. It's the same kit, but one is a small kit, which we cut in from 6x6 templates, and this is the kit that came with the SDX machine. So the smaller kit comes with the SDX and you can only use the designs that are in the machine. The big kit that you buy comes with an activation card, and that will access you 100 designs in Canvas. 62 of them are an alphabet, and then the other 38 are actual designs, and that's one of the designs I'm cutting now. And obviously in this kit you get bigger templates because this is 12 by 12. Right, I'm going to say okay, and I'm going to send it to cut again. Caroline, the smaller kit does only come with the SDX Mickey machine as far as I'm aware, yes. Because as I said, there are, I think it's 4 or 5 rhinestone designs in the Disney machine. So that's why they give you like a little mini starter kit, just so you can see, you know, if you like it and if it's something that you'd use. Hi, Karen Lazenby. Okay, right, you didn't know there were two kits. Can the Rhinestone program work with the 350? Yes, Judy Kruger. The Rhinestone activation kit you activate in Canvas Online, so you can use it with any machine. Barbara Harty, what machine have you got? Which model? Okay, the 1200, yeah, that's why, as far as I'm aware, it only came with the SDX. And as I say, it's because there are some pre-installed rhinestone designs in the SDX that are, you know, themed Mickey Mouse or Disney themed, let's say. Judy, it is fun. Right, let me move this out of the way. Okay, so it's cut twice and it's not gone through the backing, so that might be better this time. I'm just going to get my scissors and cut this out. So obviously you've still got all this that you can use. Where's my little pokey tool to get to the end of this? Just need to lift up a corner. Okay, so let's try this time and see what happens. So I'm just going to hold on to the backing sheet and pull. Oh, look at that, perfect. Thank you, whoever said cut twice. So I'm going to stick that on the board. And then can you see how perfect that is? And all the little black parts have come out this time beautifully. I forgot to burnish, I know, but at least it worked. So again now, I've still got the stones from before in this little tray. So I'm just going to dump them all on top. So what have we got? Burnish, burnish, perfect. That's a pretty flower. Being even better when you get the rhinestones on it, yeah. And this is one of the designs that's on the activation card. You can actually see when you brush over, you can kind of see, you know, where the stones are going. And then what I do, I wait until I think I've got the majority of them and then scoop them away. And then just come in with the little pickup tool. So anything like these, I'm going to drag out of the way and get one that's the right way up and pop it in there where there's one missing. So I think I've got them all now, and then we need one big one for in the middle. I'll just knock that one, I think. Right, let me find the... So these are the SS10s that I'm using here. Got a stray one there that needs to come out of the way. And then the bigger circle in the middle, I'm going to use just one of the SS20s. Just get one out, and then let me see what you're saying. I can't see what you're saying, so let me pick up. Can't pick this one up now. Okay, right. I'm going to scoop these off again. Let me just move my chair. Right, what we're saying, so we've got Hi Makers have the kit in at £59.99, but it's £25 on. Is it really? What, the full activation kit? That's a bargain then if it's only £25. That is a saving, isn't it, Barbara? Wow. Are you sure it's the full kit, Giovanna? Ellen, I know Makers will ship worldwide, but I don't know how much it would cost. But unless anybody else is in Canada and they can tell you. Rose Lily, CNC is Create and Craft, it's online. I think is, yeah, someone's just posted the name there for you. Linda Lee saying, can you buy any of the Disney or Rhinestone designs separately? You can buy all the Disney designs separately on the activation cards. I don't think there's a particular Rhinestone Disney card, but I could be wrong. But if you go to Canvas Workspace online, you can see all the Disney cards and you'll be able to click on them. You can't use the cut files, but you can see all the designs that are on every card. So you'll be able to see whether there are any rhinestone patterns there. I've just seen a yes, but I can't remember what I asked you. Charlotte saying, I have some, I can't even say that, Swarovskis at SS10, I think. Can I use them with this kit? If they are hot fix, then yes. If not, no. Is it Giovanna? Giovanna? Was it the full starter kit? Caroline, you don't need the SDX blade or machine to cut these designs. Once you've bought the rhinestone kit and activated all the designs in Canvas, you can cut these with any machine. But obviously the auto blade takes away a lot of the, you know, guesswork, if you like, on cut speed and cut pressure and blade number, that kind of thing. Right, so now let me find a piece of that's not big enough. That's not big enough. I'll cut another piece. So I want a piece that's big enough to cover this. And then again, you just peel off the shiny bit. I'm going to catch up with what you're saying in a minute. Bend it in half, but don't crease it. And then just put it straight down. And then I would kind of just hold on to it and use the brush. Oh, I've got a stray rhinestone there. Just hold on to it and burnish it, and that way the stones will stick to the sticky side of the laminate transfer sheet. Right, what we're saying, will you put this on a t-shirt? I may do, yeah. So what's Nancy saying? It's $159.99 in Canada with Brother Canada One. Wow. I don't know what that equates to, though, to be fair, in like, you know, British pounds or dollars. So again, hold on to a corner and then just start to lift away and make sure that all the rhinestones come with the template. There you go. and then they've all stuck, and then I'll just put it back on that backing sheet, because once you've got them stuck to the sticky side, if you put them back on your backing sheet, you can keep them then until you decide you want to cut them. So sparkly, aren't they? Patty, it is easy. I mean, you know, you saw me struggle at the beginning when I'd not, you know, ripped all the sticky bit off properly, and you just have to take your time. It's a bit like weeding, but that's definitely come off completely clean. Look, you can see every single one of the sticky little bits of felt there, all stuck, and that's with doing the 2 cuts. So that, I didn't realise that. So, you know, that's something I've learned. I would have thought if you'd done 2 cuts, it would cut through the backing, but there's no sign on that backing at all of, you know, the blade cutting through. So that's perfect. So that's 2 designs. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to peel this off here. Because this is all nice and beautifully stuck in one go, I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to use the back of it to keep my template. And then let me find, so here's some that I've done from the big kit, and as you can see, I just saved them all. I put them all, that's the ScanNCut one I did that you saw on the dust cover, and I just put them all back on the sheet. That's a little star I did years and years ago. That's on the channel somewhere. I've used that flower. I think that flower is from Saru's Flower Ding that I made into a rhinestone pattern. And this is a tree that I cut years ago, and I don't know where I got this design from, but I know I turned it into a rhinestone pattern, and it's got a little base, and I did put that on a t-shirt for Christmas. You know, instead of wearing a Christmas jumper, I put this onto a black t-shirt. So that, you know, you keep your designs once you've cut them, and you just build up a library of them. So one last one I'll do quickly. Right, what you're saying, could you tell us about the blade again? What do you mean, Ellen? What about the blade? Barbara's saying, I think I would have had them everywhere if I hadn't watched you. Well, that's why, Barbara, I've brought my old trusty bowl out and I'm catching them in here. The tree looks like a Stampin' Up. No, it wasn't. I think it was a printable image I found years and years ago, well before I knew anything about Stampin' Up. And it was, you know, one of these like free printables, and I turned it into a rhinestone design. Right, Charlotte's saying, is the cutting backing and the rhinestone backing the same? Sorry, I don't know the proper terms. I'm not sure what you mean, Charlotte. Just try and tell me what you mean again. I'm not sure. Caroline is saying, I find you need to make you buy the right accessories for. I found you need to make sure you buy the right accessories. Okay. Someone says, ordered it, of course. What, you've ordered the kit? Not sure what you were using, I heard you mention a blade. Is it just the regular blade? Sorry, yeah, it's just the regular blade in my SDX machine, so the one with the auto blade technology. And I cut the first design once, and then somebody on here, and I can't remember who it was it Linda, said cut it twice. So that was what the flower design was, cut twice, and as you can see from the backing wherever I've just put it, the backing came away perfectly clear and left all the little circles that we don't need behind. The DX and SDX, as far as I'm aware, take the same accessories, Caroline. Right, so to put it on a t-shirt, basically, who said that? Irene. So pretend the whiteboard is my t-shirt. You peel the design away from the green backing paper. You put this on your t-shirt and you iron it. That's it. Don't move the iron backwards and forwards, just put it down and let it sit, and then if it's a big design, move it in sections like you would do with heat transfer vinyl. Just apply it and iron, and that's it, and they will stick. Like they did with this one. So Linda's saying the Create and Craft kit doesn't look as if it's in a nice box. Well, you need to double check them before anybody spends the, whatever it was, £25 on it. Make sure it's the full kit with the activation. It might be a replacement kit. Read the wording before you buy it, because it might just be a replacement kit for the original activation kit. If you buy the kit and there's no activation card in it, then, you know, unless you make your own designs, which I can show you how to do on Wednesday, it's a bit, you know, useless. Right, what's Charlotte saying? The backing that the black dots stuck to and the backing that you saved the rhinestone figure are both green. Ah, right, I'm with you. Okay, right, hang on. Let me find a fresh piece. Okay, so the bit, who's just said that? Right, so Charlotte, the bit that you cut into is the sheet that's got the black, like, felt surface, and that's yellow on the back, okay? Once you've cut into this and you peel this away, you're left with all the dots, and you're left with, let me peel it away. So you're left with this. Then you need your board, and you stick that down onto your board. Put your stones in it. And then this one that's green has got a dull green backing and the front is shiny. And the shiny is your transfer sheet. And that's what you then use to pick all your stones out. So, like this. Does that make sense? Just reading the comments. So Bonnie's saying what time Wednesday? 6 o'clock UK time. But Bonnie, they're always recorded, so you can always go back and watch at a later date. Marcia, do you have a special tool to add the stones? All the tools come with the kits. So you get your white board, your black templates, your sticky transfer sheets, your brush and your pickup tool all come with your kit. And they come with both kits. They come with the big activation kit, the 12 by 12 kit, but they also come with the small kit that comes in the SDX machine. Yes, Irene, once you've made your template, that's why I'm saying put it back on the sheet it was cut on. Excuse me. And you just keep them all. These are all mine from, as I say, I've had these years. I just keep them all in a plastic bag. Right, Giovanna's saying, please do check, but Create and Craft Starter Kit item description does state canvas activation card. Well, if it states it comes with an activation card, then it's a good buy. It depends what's in it. I don't know. I mean, I've had my big 12 by 12 kit years that came in the big pink box, and I honestly can't remember how many 12 by 12 cutting templates and transfer sheets I got, but it must have been quite a few because I've cut quite a lot over the years. Bonnie, if you miss it live, don't worry, just leave a comment underneath it and I'll always see the comment and reply, even if you're not there live. Right, I've got one last design in the machine and I'll see how big it is and if I've got time to cut that one. So I'm going to go to Retrieve Data, to my USB stick, find my file on here that's got rhinestones in, come to this design, say OK, just going to see how big it is. Oh, this is fine, I think. This should probably fit on here. So I'm going to say OK, OK, OK. I'll stick this scrap piece back on, do a background scan and start. I'm just going to bring the design down where I can see it. I'm going to go to Edit, Object Edit. No, I'm not. I'm going to go to the three red boxes. Just select both for now. I want to line them up. And we'll do 2 cuts again. So the machine's still on half cut because that's how I set it with the very first one. So it'll stay on half cut until I completely change it back to, you know, do a straight through cut. Right, what's Kimberly saying, thank you for the videos, much info for us, and I have clicked the save button to watch again. Yeah, that's the great thing to do. And then Patty's saying, have you ironed the rhinestone onto a yardstick? No, never. I've only ever put them on, I did a card, so I put the flower design that I showed you before. Let me find it. This old flower design I put onto the front of a card, and this was cut with one of my old CM machines because you can see that I did a test cut which I've not had to do with the SDX. So I've put them onto cards and I've put them onto fabric but not onto a yardstick. Oh, you mean cardstock? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Right, I'm going to say okay and send it to cut again. When it said yardstick, I know people make those big wooden sticks, don't they? And I thought you meant put it on one of those. But yes, Patty, I've put it on cardstock, and there is a video on my channel. It'll be going back a good few years, and it will be with my old CM model, but there is a video there. I'm sure there is. I know I've done it. I think there was a video about it. So Caroline's saying Amazon Canadian, is that Canadian dollar, 112.27. Right, I can see where it is. And obviously the reason that I'm cutting the waste bits away is so that you can use these again, just like you do with vinyl. I've got stuff all over my desk. So again, I'm just going to grab a corner, hold the bottom piece down. I think we've just got one, have we? Or are we not? No, they've all come off. Right, where's my board? So doing the cut twice is working perfectly with the SDX and the auto blade. There you can see the ones that are left behind, which is how it should be. They should all be left behind. You shouldn't have to fiddle about like I did with the first one, pushing, you know, stray ones out. I've got some different coloured ones. Let me find them. We'll do this one pink. Right, I'm just going to catch up with what you're saying, and I'm going to put these back in here because I'm going to use pink next, and I want to dump the pink ones in this tray. Come on. Couple of stray ones there that don't want to move. Right, what you're saying? What are the levels of subscribers and what do you get with each? Not sure what you mean, Irene. Your mat loads so nicely. We in the States are still having trouble with our mats not fit. Oh, are you? I know that the SDX, oh, well, I say I know, I've been told that the SDX has the latest updated feeding system. I don't know what was wrong with it on previous models. I know people were having problems with it loading, but I don't actually know what was technically wrong with it. But the SDX is supposed to have addressed that issue. What's Karen saying? Got the same machine as Ashley and mine loads lovely too. Oh, that's good to know, Karen. Right, just need my pickup tool. little pink stone that's the right way up and put that in there. I think I've got everything there. I always end up working in like 6 inches of space. Just going to scoop these pink ones away and just scoop them into this tray for now. Right, what are you saying? Right, so Karen's saying, got the same machine as Ashley and mine loads perfectly. Patty's saying, Linda Lee, my mat loads fine since I got my replacement from Brother. Okay. Leanne, have to go. All right, lovely. See you soon, Leanne. I got new mats right from Brother and certainly updated my firmware. Works great for a few times, then not. Oh no. And then Rose Lily's saying the Disney SDX or the SDX 125, I always have trouble loading the mat on my 125. Okay, well, like I say, from what I've been told, the SDX has got the latest feeder. You know, the issue has been addressed, but I honestly don't know. Right, that's big enough for that. So we'll do this one. It is a pain though, isn't it? Can you not go back to Brother, Linda, and see what they say? Right, let me turn this round. So again, I'm just going to hang on to a corner. And there are the pink ones now. I put this on this sheet in the hope that you can see that. Judy, there's quite a few different machines now. There's obviously, and the other thing, the other problem is that some of the machines are the same machine but have different model numbers in different countries. So in the UK, there was the CM350, there was the 600, I think there was a 700, the 900. Then there's the SDX, is it 1200 or one, which I think is the 125 in other countries. And then there's now the Disney 22, the SDX 2200D, which is the Disney machine. No, Rose, there was no issue with the Disney machine. It was the previous DX models had roll feeder issues. The Disney machine is the latest machine and doesn't have any problems whatsoever. It's got an updated roll feeder system from what I've been told. So no issues at all with the SDX Disney machine. Caroline, I honestly don't know if it's anything to do with the power in the different countries. But this is the font that's in the activation kit, and I just brought the H on and the I, and then obviously you can see I've cut that now in pink rhinestones, and these are the SS10s again. So let me clear my rubbish away. And you can see that's what we've done. So is everybody okay with that? So Linda's saying we have gone to Brother and I'm not the only one. It's many, many movers with the DX225. They are not standing behind it. I don't know. It's not good though, is it? Judy, yes, the font only cuts at this size, but the way to make your designs in different sizes is once you've got the full activation kit and you can activate the rhinestones in canvas, then you can make your own designs in any size, but you have to make them the size you want first before you apply the rhinestones. But I'll explain all that on Wednesday. Bonnie, yes, as I say, you have to set the size of the stone and the size of your design before you cut it. So yeah, I can address that. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Linda. It's just frustrating, isn't it, if it works 1 minute and then it doesn't work the next. Caroline, you're welcome. Right, has anybody got any questions before I go? Patty's saying, Linda Lee, they gave me the runaround, sending me to an authorised dealer. I knew it was the mat, but they said no. The authorised dealer said it was the mat. I called again and got a new mat. I've heard of people having issues and getting new mats, but not in the UK. But as I say, the machine now that make a Superstore sell, the one I've got, which is the SDX 2200 Disney machine, that is perfectly fine. It's the latest model with all the latest technology and no problems. Judy, you're welcome. Lisa, you're welcome. Yes, Bonnie, same to you. Have a lovely rest of your day. Yeah, okay, Rose, see you Wednesday. Nancy's saying, can other transfer type sheets be used instead of... Yes, you can. I've got some somewhere. Don't think I've brought them with me, but yes, you can, as long as it's a sticky transfer sheet, you can use anything. And if you buy hot fix rhinestones from places like eBay or wherever, they usually, the seller that sells those sometimes sells a transfer tape. So yeah, you can just use any transfer tape. Charlotte saying, off topic, but could you do a session or two about using the embossing kit? Yes, I've not got it, but as soon as I get it, I will do. So Patty's saying, brother keeps notes in their registered file, including service, etc. Keep bugging them, Linda. Yeah, just keep going back and see what they say. Yeah, thanks, Karen. Thanks, Diane and Nancy. Yeah, that's fine, Barbara. See you Wednesday. Okay, so I'll get some ideas together for Wednesday and then we'll go through how to make the designs in canvas. Because once you know how to make them, you know, you've seen me cut them. The cutting part's the easy part, isn't it? It's just getting your design. Ellen, you're welcome. Oh, glad to hear that, Ellen. Thank you. Right, guys, I'm going to go. So I'll see you all and I'll speak to you on Wednesday. Take care. Thanks a lot. Bye.